Sylane and Killimor. For Sylane, obviously, it's their first time in the championship at this particular level at the semi-final stage. While for Killimor, obviously, they had the heartbreak of losing last year's county final with a goal in the last seconds, and so two really good teams that have been to the forefront of the intermediate championship over the past number of years.
Yeah, and both would not be happy with a loss today in regards to progression of the year. Both want to get to a county final, both want to get to the next level. Both are hugely ambitious, and both have a nice mix of youth and experience in their side. And I'd say there'll be very little between the teams over the course of the game.
Looking at the Sylane team, obviously Jake Hogan is a very competent goalkeeper, a serious puck out and a good guy at taking long-range frees as well. But they have a lot of experience. Conor Cunningham, obviously the full-back, has played at a seriously high level for Currafin for many years. But Keelan Craven probably may start in the half-hour line. He's wearing number 14, but he's a very accomplished free-taker and scorer from play. And Oran Martin at centre-back, another very big, accomplished player as well. So they have a lot of good hurlers. Yeah,
both goalies actually look very, very comfortable in the warm-up, and huge strike out of the Killimor goalie Sean O'Grady as well. Oran Martin, he was on a Galway under 21 panel for a lot of 2018. He's a fine lump of a man, but he's a fine hurler as well, Conor Cunningham. So they're strong up the middle along the backs. Their go-to man is Keelan Craven in the forwards. It'll be interesting to see, will he stay inside, Niall, or will he come out the field trying to have a bigger influence on the game, I suppose, and get his other Sylane teammates into it. Breeze is down the field, very similar to what we've seen the yesterday's games also. And you're looking at that can easily be a 4 or 5, 6 point difference in a half. So how both teams manage that, those conditions will be important.
Killimor, on the other hand, obviously an experienced outfit as well. Eamon Duane is at full back. He's had good experience. Andrew Keary, of course, captain Galway to a minor title in 2005. But the likes of Liam Fahey, Kevin Hanney, Jack O'Mara and these guys have been really impressive at this particular grade over the past few years as well. Yeah, and Killimor, I suppose, in my hurling career, we would have played them against them an awful lot at club level. We played them against them in the 2010 intermediate final. I think Eamon Duane, I was marking him that day, or he was marking me. But when you look down through the rest of the names, there's a good influence of youth in that. The older brigade of Killimor are not as prevalent as what you see, so they're investing in their youth. They have some fine hurlers, and we still see a small bit of experience, the likes Andy Carey, a wing forward. He was minor, I think, in 2004, 2005. So they'll have loads to offer, and they'll be looking for a huge step forward today and getting to an intermediate final. The teams are getting into their positions, and it's quite obvious from where we're looking at that Sylane have wind advantage in the first half. For them in their first semi-final, that could be important. Yeah, and I didn't see the toss now, and they're taken. But if I was a team landed in a first semi-final a number of years, I'd go with the breeze and try and settle them into the game and try and give them a bit of confidence going. Yeah, we're almost ready to go. Both teams are getting into position as we're about to start this first of the county intermediate semi-finals. The second one will be taking place at 4 o'clock between Meath Aircourt and Rahu Newcastle. But for today and for now, we'll be concentrating on the big game here between Sylane and Killimor in the Galway Intermediate Hurling Championship semi-final. The prize is a big one, of course. The winners will be in the county final in 2 weeks' time as the referee Derek Kelly gets ready to throw the sliotar in. And we're off. The ball is in. The game is on. The county intermediate semi-final is underway, and it's Killimor who win the first possession, and they get the ball back to their centre half back. That's Liam Fahey. He has got Oisin McDonough in space. Oisin McDonough tries to get away from Adrian Cullen there, and he does get away from Alan Cullen, I should say, and the ball is launched in towards the goals, and Jake Hogan, the goalkeeper, is competent there for Sylane, and off his left hand side he drives the sliotar down the field. There's two Killimor men there underneath the ball, and brilliantly taken out of the air by the Killimor man, and he's coming forward and he hand passes the ball off towards Jack O'Mara. Jack O'Mara tries to get away from his man, and it was Nisha Muldoon who caught that first ball out of the air, but it's a line ball on this side of the field, and the line ball is to Sylane, and it's Gary O'Neill who looks as if he's interested in hitting this one. We see there's Keelan Craven has gone into full forward. He's picked up by Shane Tracy. Of course, Shane Tracy was really good last year for his side, and that ball is scooped there forward. I'm not quite sure is that technically allowed, but it was got away with the Sylane man, but Killimor win possession back, and the ball goes in towards the full forward line, and the Killimor man is out in front. This could be a chance for the opening score of the game for Colin Madden. He gets the ball back towards his midfielder who threw the ball up and caught it. That should be a free out, and it was Owen McAvoy who threw the ball up and caught it, but it's going to be a free out. But I haven't seen a sideline taken like that before, Cyril. Obviously it kind of worked or half worked, but I'm not quite sure the legalities of it, but he got away with it.
Yeah, and I suppose I'm a while watching hurling, Niall. There was an incident yesterday as well where I think it was TJ Brennan scooped the ball over the fence. He lashed a change from a sideline to a free, and it lashed 10 or 15 yards in the making. I wasn't too sure about that rule there either.
Ball goes along from the free from the goalkeeper. It's picked up by Liam Fahey for his side, but it's a poor clearance by Liam Fahey, and it's picked up by Ryan Kane. Ryan Kane tries to get his away from his man from Sylane. Ryan Kane is soloing forward. Ryan Kane trying to get through a couple of players there, but he can't do so, and that's going to be a free out. He was under incessant pressure there from a number of Killimor Killimor players, and that's going to be a free out. But there's big intensity in this game so far, sir, and we can see even the crowd here. There's a big crowd here. They're getting involved as well.
Yeah, big crowd, huge impetus on the tackle early on by Sylane. Got a turnover there, but Killimor just as quick to get involved and put pressure on. There's a big hit over there now.
A big hit over there. I'm not quite sure how that's not a free in, but anyway, the ball is launched down the field and it's won by the Sylane man. It's with Ryan Kane. Ryan Kane has it. He tries to hand pass the ball back towards Keelan Craven, who's come out the field now, but he's under pressure there, and the ball is flicked forward by Jason Broderick. He's trying to go forward for a Killimor, but Sylane have numbers back there, and eventually the ball is picked up by John Igo. John Igo gets the ball forward to Ryan Kane, but he's adjudged to have thrown the sliotar to Kane, and Kane had put that one straight between the posts, and that was a harsh enough decision. But I suppose Colin Madden looked to be fouled earlier on, but a harsh enough decision there given for an illegal throw. Yeah,
Colin Madden has been busy for Killimor inside these two possessions, but Ryan Kane, the option number 13 of Sylane, has been busy. He was the recipient of that pass to put it over the bar, but unfortunately referee Derry Kelly deemed to have thrown it, and it's going to give a chance now for Owen McAvoy to have a crack at the post early in the game.
Yeah, sides still level here, almost 3 minutes played here, no score in the first of the county intermediate semi-finals. Sylane with wind advantage in the first half here, but this could be the chance for the opening score, and the opening score for Killimor, and the opening score of this game, but it's not an easy free by any means. He's about 65 or 66 metres out. The Killimor man taking this particular free is McAvoy. He launched that ball in towards the goals, and Owen McAvoy high, and Owen McAvoy puts it over the bar. First score of the day for Killimor. Owen McAvoy is the man, and for any free taker, Cyril, the first free is important. He nailed that one. 1 point to no score.
The way the breeze slightly blown across him as well, and into it. Great catch there by Gary O'Neill.
Brilliant catch by Gary O'Neill, and a brilliant ball inside to Ryan Kane. Is this a goal chance for Sylane? But he tried to lay the ball off. Maybe he should have put it over the bar himself. The ball is back towards Alan Cullinan. Cullinan is under serious pressure there. Cullinan tries to get away from 2 or 3 Killimor men, and Killimor men are hitting hard, and the ball is won by Jason Broderick, and Jason Broderick was long in towards Kevin Hannay, who's out in front of his man. That's Conor Cunningham. Kevin Hannay has the ball. Kevin Hannay hand passes the ball forward in towards Jack Kelly. Kelly's on the ball now for or it's Andrew Keary, I should say, back to Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly has a man inside. This is a goal chance for Colin Madden. The ball goes over his head, but Madden does well. He plays it in towards the goal. It's blocked by the wing back number 7. It was Stephen Burke who deflected it over the bar because Colin Madden had pulled in it. It was heading for the net, but good defending by the Sylane man there. It was Stephen Burke who got the deflection, Cyril, and it flew over the bar.
Yeah, the last pass to Colin Madden was just a touch high. He'd put up his hurl and control it. He did very well to double on it on the ground when it popped back up to him, and very, very good defending by Stephen Burke trying to get back in the line, push it over the bar for a point.
2 points to no score to Killimor, and they come again with Liam Fahey. Tries to get the ball away. Eventually Jason Broderick does get away, but Sylane have a man back there, and that's Stephen Burke, the man who deflected that ball over the bar. Stephen Burke is going for a point from way out the field. It'll be a super effort if it goes over the bar, but this one is going to go wide, and that's the first wide of the game for Sylane, the first wide of today. But prior to that, Ryan Kane had got through. Probably should have tapped it over the bar just to get a score on the board for Sylane.
Yeah, both teams are playing with good energy at the minute now, though they both want to get on with the hurling. There's no delay in puck outs or sidelines or anything like that, so both will feel they have the hurling to take advantage of the game.
Nisha Muldoon plays the ball across to Colin Madden. Madden gets it back to Andrew Keary. A good hard shoulder Keary there from Oran Martin, and Andrew Keary goes for a score. That's a great score by Andrew Keary. He puts it over the bar, and a really, really solid score. And he's gone wide, is it?
No, gone wide.
It looked to have gone over the bar, but it's gone wide. But
huge hit.
There's fair hitting going on by both teams, sir. It must be said in the early stages. It must be said now.
Yeah, Andrew Carey took it into the tackle, took a big hit, knocked over Paul Rowan and put it high in the air. The sound of the crowd looked like it would look like he was going to put it over the bar, but it deemed to have been wide. Yeah,
John Igo was going through there for Sylane, but he couldn't get the score off, and it's going to be a free out. And the goalkeeper, I'd say, Sean O'Grady, is going to come out to take this free for Killimor. 2 points to no score. As we look at the scoreboard, almost 5.5 minutes played here.
Yeah, John Igo is a broken hurl. It's sign of the times as well. It was the heavy hitting that's gone on the last few minutes. Niall, it's good to see.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a Higgins hurl he probably has as well. I think the Bonnish store is actually supplying the hurls to the team, which is good to see as well. That ball is poked down the field, and eventually Andrew Keary wins it. He gets the ball across the field to Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly goes for a score for Killimor. He puts it over the bar. It's the first score for Jack Kelly, but again it was Andrew Keary who was the out ball for Killimor, and he laid the ball off, and Jack Kelly puts it over the bar. 3 points to no score.
Yeah, and we're coming to the time of year that it goes back to, if you can win your primary possession and do your basics well, you have a great chance. The direct hurling there worked out very well for score for Killimor.
Sylane come on the attack. Alan Cullinan tries to get on the ball. He was effective the last day against Kinvara. He's going through. He's got a man inside him if he can figure him out, and he does point the ball across the. It's a shot in towards the goals by the corner forward Cathal Newell. It goes over the bar, and that's the first score for Sylane. It could have flashed under the bar just as quickly, but it's gone over the bar. I think it's Cathal Newell wearing number 15 who puts it over the bar. 3 points to 1. A score Sylane needed, a well-worked score. Alan Cullinan after Cathal Newell over the bar.
Yeah, Cathal Newell's running line was brilliant. He brought himself into a position where he had a shot at goal, just shaved over the crossbar. We were right behind the line of it here. Great effort, could easily have went in the back of the net.
The line ball on the far side of the field to Killimor again. It was Andrew Keary they were looking for with that puck out, and Keary takes a quick sideline, but it's a poor one though. When it's going to work out, is it? It's not going to work out because Sylane have the possession back there. That's a free, surely. It is a free, and a free out to Sylane. The man that was fouled there was wearing number 9. That's a Paul Ronan, and that's going to be a free. And Jake Hogan is coming from the goals, and Jake Hogan has a serious strike in him, and I would be at all surprised, Cyril, if this one lands over the bar.
Yeah, Breeze should be right behind him. He's over towards the stand side, as we can see. And the breeze is kind of blowing from there, from where he's standing down towards the scoreboard. So it should be directly in his line. Shouldn't have effect on a tail and left or right here. So he'll have a good crack at this post.
Yeah, Jake Hogan, the goalkeeper for Sylane, a good young goalkeeper. It's 3 points to 1, 7.5 minutes almost played here. Sylane with wind advantage in the first half. And as Cyril said, he should have the distance. Will he have the accuracy though? Here comes Jake Hogan with this free for Sylane. He launches it high in towards the goals. He has the distance, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't have the accuracy. That's 2 wides for Sylane. And Sylane have had a good number of chances, Cyril. Obviously only 1 point to show so far.
Yeah, they probably would have deserved just a few scores to settle them nervous-wise more than Anthem and Niall. But they're still creating the chances, and they're having a good say in the game so far.
There's Sylane man adjudged to have taken the sliotar off the ground there. Yeah, and it's going to be a free, and a free into Killimor. Obviously there was no remonstrations from any Sylane man, which may indicate that it was off the ground. Yeah, and this is a chance here for Owen McAvoy to stretch the lead out to 3 again.
Yeah, it was a ruck that developed there from the puck out. It just broke on the ground. It looked like the ball was half stuck in the ground. Owen Martin deemed to have put his hand down too low to gather it, and a chance for McAvoy now to add to his tally.
Here comes Owen McAvoy with this free for Killimor. 3 points to 1, 8 minutes gone here. A chance here to stretch his side into a 3-point lead. He's already got 1 score from a free so far. Owen McAvoy with the free for his side, and he launches it high in towards the goals. He makes no mistake. That's 2 points for Owen McAvoy, both from the place ball, and that puts his side 4 points to 1 in front. And the goalkeeper, Jake Hogan, will take the puck out. We have 9 minutes played almost here, and Jake Hogan goes long to this side of the field looking for Ryan Kane. Kane will drop that left hand, or the right hand, but it breaks into the path of Jason Broderick. Jason Broderick eventually plays the ball back towards these defender there, and eventually Liam Fahey clears the ball down the field. But Oren Martin is on the ball now for Sylane. Oren Martin has the ball in his hand, and he launches that ball low in towards the corner forward position where Alan Cullinan is out in front of his man. Cullinan tries to take on his man, and that man is Anisha Muldoon. Cullinan gets the ball off, but he's adjudged to have gone out over the line on the far side of the field, and that's going to be a line ball there to Killimor over on the far side. Your early interpretations, obviously, Killimor, Cyril, will be the happier team so far. Playing against the wind, they've built a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and they've been smart in the hurling, even out of the half-back line there, the way they've recycled to a spare man, switched the play well. They're trying to do the right thing a lot with the ball and bring in huge physicality when they don't have it.
John Igo goes for a score from out the field, but this one goes wide, and that's a third wide now for Sylane. And they'll be disappointed with their shooting accuracy so far. Quick puck out taken. Eventually, Killimor come on the attack, and that ball comes off the Killimor hurdle and goes out over the line on this side of the field. And it's a line ball to Sylane with Brian Igo, the man who's about to take the sideline. His side 3 points in arrears at the moment, 4 points to 1. We've almost 10 minutes played here as Brian Igo takes the sideline for Sylane up towards the centre half forward position. And the ball breaks though into the path of the Killimor man Shane Tracy, but he loses possession under pressure there from John Igo. John Igo tries to go forward now for Sylane. He's kicked the ball, is kicked away there. And out towards Ronan Egan. Ronan Egan takes on Oren Martin, 2 big men, centre half back and centre half forward. Ronan Egan tries to flick the ball forward, but it's intercepted again, and eventually Sylane come away with possession with Keane Higgins. He plays the ball across the field, and eventually the ball is flicked over towards Alan Cullinan. That's going to be a free in, and a chance here now for Sylane's Keelan Craven, no doubt, to come out to take the free for his side. And the foul there was on the Sylane man. I think it was one of the midfielders, would it be Paul Ronan maybe, that was fouled, and that's going to be a free, and a chance here for Keelan Craven. This is his first contribution in the game obviously so far, and as we said, for Owen McAvoy initially, he pointed his 2 frees so far, but for Keelan Craven, an important free for him and an important free for Sylane.
Yeah, and the ball had broken to Alan Cullinan. He might have popped it over the bar anyway, but they'll be happy enough if Keelan Craven gets up on the scoreboard with this to reduce deficit 4 points to 2.
Here comes Craven with the free for his side, 4 points to 1 so far. He makes no mistake, it's over the bar, and Keelan Craven's first score of the day, and it's Sylane's second score, which means it's now a double scores lead for Killimor, 4 points to 2. The goalkeeper O'Grady goes to this side of the field. He's looking for Jack O'Mara, but the ball is going to break into the path of Stephen Burke. Stephen Burke clears the ball down the field, but it's going to go out over the line, and it's a line ball on this side of the field, and the line ball is to Killimor, and Killimor are intent on getting on with the game as quickly as possible. But there's a Sylane man down injured. I think it's Brian Igo that's down injured as well for the Sylane men, which means that there'll be a break in play as Jason Broderick has gained a lot of yardage, I think, as he's about to take this sideline for his side, but I think he's been told to come back by the linesman here. But 4-2.
Yeah, the eagerness of both goalies to get the restarts going very, very quickly, Niall, I suppose. It's surprising enough in the sense that Killimor are playing with the breeze. I was watching the last retake that Killimor were taking on goal, and we had the silent goalkeeper Jake Hogan. He actually had the spare ball in his hand ready to go to reload, and now he's playing with the breeze. You can see why he'd be trying to push on with the game. But Killimor are just eager. I suppose they have confidence in their hurling and they've confidence in ability. If they move the ball quickly and not slow down the game, that they'd feel they'd have a superior ability against Sylane.
Jason Broderick will take the sideline, but Brian Igo seems to be okay. 4 points to 2 as Jason Broderick gets ready to take this sideline for Killimor. Will he go long with this one as a Sylane man or a Killimor man trying to break away there? And it's a good long ball by Jason Broderick. It's a dangerous ball in towards the full forward line. Andrew Keary puts up the hand, but brilliantly taken by the cornerback. And that cornerback is Adrian Lerner, the team captain. He decides, I'm just going to launch that as far down the field as I possibly can. It's going to break into Alan Cullinan. Cullinan has got the space now here. Cullinan tries to come inside his man. He tries to flick the ball forward, but Killimor have 3 men there, and eventually the ball is won by Oisin McDonough. He tries to come away, or indeed it's the centre half back Liam Fahy who's coming away with it, but he's lost possession, picked up by Ryan Kane. He's been busy early on. He gets the ball back towards Cathal Newell, who's already got a point. Is this point number 2 for Cathal Newell? It is point number 2 for Cathal Newell. Good score by Cathal Newell. He puts it over the bar. 4 points to 3, and Sylane worked that well. Ryan Kane hand passed the ball back to Newell. He's got 2 points. He looks lively at corner forward.
Yeah, and Alan Cullinan was busy. He made inroads and he just got bottled up. They lost possession nearly right in front of the 6-yard square area for Killimor. Worked hard and put pressure on the defending and got a turnover, a cycle back and a shot over the bar. They'd be delighted with that, a hard working score by Sylane.
Yeah, there's Sylane have got the last 2 points of the game to bring it back to 4-3. There's a Killimor man down injured, and he's just getting some attention there from the Killimor physio. I think he seems to be okay. And will Sean O'Grady go short with this puck out now, I wonder? Because Liam Fahy is unmarked, but he decides he's going to go down the middle looking for Kevin Hannay, who's come all the way from full forward. The ball breaks though into the path of Shane Tracy. Shane Tracy wearing number 5. Shane Tracy goes for a score. Shane Tracy high, and Shane Tracy in towards the goals. It's over the bar by Shane Tracy. Just got a small bit of luck because Kevin Hannay missed possession and it broke through to Shane Tracy. Puts it over the bar. 5 points to 3.
You make your own luck in days like this. It was a hard run from him, a wing back, and got on the break at that. Looked like they had a mistake made, Kevin Hannay, and popped in with a great score.
Liam Fahy is on the ball. Liam Fahy gets the ball across towards Eamon Duane. It's looked to be going over his head, but he did well to get the ball out towards Oisin McDonough, and McDonough gets Killimor on the attack again. They go to the far side of the field, but Sylane should have numbers there, but it's misjudged. It's picked up by Kevin Hannay, and from the sideline he's going to go for a score. Kevin Hannay plays that ball across the goals, though it's not going to go over the bar. It should be Adrian Lerner's, and he does well. Adrian Lerner, the cornerback for Sylane, decides to go back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Jake Hogan. Jake Hogan has misplaced it, and Jake Hogan eventually goes down on the ball, and Jake Hogan does well to come out from the goalkeeping position. He's still going forward. He hand passed the ball off towards Adrian Lerner, but it goes astray. The ball goes towards the sideline, but Sylane do well to win the ball with Brian Igo, and eventually the ball is cleared down the field up towards John Igo. Good touch by John Igo. He has the ball in his hand. He loses possession. He picks it up again. He's got Craven inside him. John Igo's on the ball. He launches it in towards the full forward line, looking for the full forward in there, but good defending by the cornerback Shane Whelan. It breaks though into the path of Gary O'Neill, and eventually it's Eamon Duane who has the possession for Killimor. He gets the ball across the field to Owen McAvoy, and he launches it down the field, but the ball is going to be won by the Sylane man, and that's Stephen Burke, the wing back position. Stephen Burke has the ball. Stephen Burke goes across the field looking for Keelan Craven. The ball breaks off Keelan Craven's hand, and Shane Tracy's there for Killimor, but Craven does well. Craven, will he go down on the ball here? He's under pressure from McAvoy, and the McAvoy, the corner, the midfielder, just flicks the ball away, and that's going to be a line ball, and the line ball is on this side of the field, and the line ball is to Sylane. And with 15 minutes played here, it's lively, Cyril, it must be said, in this game.
Very lively, Niall. It's just great hurling in it. Both teams very committed. Few little mistakes here or there by both teams. Jake Hogan had come out there, looked like he'd given a poor pass to Adrian Lerner. He made up for a flick along the ground. The minute they got it up in the hands again, they moved across field. Sylane and Killimor winning their own battle in the half back line, came out with it twice, and it's ended up with a sideline over here. But you can't you can't argue their commitment in this early stage is full of energy, both teams.
Yeah, 15 minutes gone here. Cathal Newell has picked up an injury on the far side of the field, and in fairness to him, Sylane won't want to lose a player of his ability. He's got 2 points so far, 2 good scores to play.
Yeah, he's a fine hurler, and he's just looked lively from here. He looks very composed in there, and hopefully it's nothing too bad. I see Sylane also have Stephen Burke kind of slotting into a free role there. He's playing a wing back sometimes. He's sitting on top of the D now. He's hit a wide early on in the game, and he's using the ball there a bit in the last few minutes, trying to use it a bit more smartly with the breeze.
Ryan Kane takes the sideline. He goes to John Igo. Will he get the pass back? He's fouled there, is he? He's not. The referee says play on. John Igo goes for a score. This will be a massive point if it goes over the bar. Igo in towards the goals. The goalkeeper takes it down, and eventually it breaks into the path of the Killimor man there, Liam Fahy, and eventually he clears the ball out towards Eamon Duane. Eamon Duane is coming away now from the wing back position. He hand passed the ball off to McDonough. Oisin McDonough takes a good hard shoulder there from Keelan Craven. McDonough tries to hand pass the ball back to Shane Tracy, and Shane Tracy's on the ball, and Shane Tracy launches Killimor on the attack, looking for Andrew Keary on this side of the field. Keary and Igo battle possession. The ball breaks through though, and Igo tries to kick the ball forward for Sylane. Eventually Andrew Keary tries to go down it, but it's a free there to Brian Igo, and it's a seriously competitive game, and it's going to be a free, and it's Jake Hogan, the goalkeeper, who's going to come out to take the free for Sylane. Yeah. 2 points between them, 16 minutes played here.
Just when it looked like Andrew Carey was going to come on to them, make inroads, Niall, The Sylane wing forward, Jack O'Mara, just had a small tug of a jersey, stopped the wing back from getting it and deemed a free out.
Jake Hogan with the free out for Sylane, 5 points to 3, 17 minutes played here. Sylane would win the advantage in the first half. Jake Hogan, the long high ball by Jake Hogan in towards the goals. It's a dangerous ball in there. It's going to break out though. Who's going to win it? A Sylane man. It has Cathal Newell has it. He's looking for point number 3. Cathal Newell though puts that one wide, and that's 4 wides for Sylane. Killimor have only struck 1 wide so far in this particular game as the quick book out is taken. Again, I think it's obviously a ploy by both teams to get the game going as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and Derry Kelly just not ready, and not everyone outside the 21, so he's pinned them back. And we mentioned how the importance of Cathal Newell for Sylane there. I know ended up going wide, but he's very smartly onto it and get a shot off a goal. O'Grady
takes the puck out. He goes to the far side of the field this time, taken by Kevin Haney over there. He's wearing number 14, but he's deep. He plays the ball out towards Jason Broderick. Broderick across the field towards Andrew Keary. Andrew Keary has time to go down in the ball. He's made the space. Will he go for the score himself? He won't. He'll give it back to Jason Broderick. Jason Broderick back to Owen McAvoy. Owen McAvoy goes for a score from midfield, but a lot of over elaboration by the Killimor men there allowed Adrian Larner to come, or Stephen Burke to come in. Eventually they come on the attack. The ball flicks through towards Colin Madden. Madden is on the ball now. Madden for Killimor tries to go forward. The ball is won by Andrew Keary. Keary going forward. Keary with a shot. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper Jake Hogan. He got across to that one because it looked to be flashing into the roof of the net, and in fairness to Jake Hogan, he stuck out the hurl and he puts it out for a 65.
Yeah, Colin Madden just very well to release the pass there and found Kerry inside. Kerry drove on a few yards and it was a great shot, super save. We've seen very good play by the goalkeeper as well, but what they should be doing is blocking the ball. That's their number 1 job, and Jake Hogan made a great save, pushed it out for a 65.
Out for a 65 as well, and it's going to be Owen McAvoy who will take it. But I suppose prior to that, Killimor probably bit over elaborate on the ball, Cyril, and maybe could have gone for a score earlier.
Yeah, probably Andrew Carey didn't know the time and space he had. He looked to recycle it. He could have put it over the bar himself in an early phase of play, but they were nearly looked like they were turned over. But a nice bit of smart play by our free taker here, Owen McAvoy, to win it back and get them on the attack with a nice stick pass inside to Colin Madden.
Almost 19 minutes played here. It's 5 points to 3 as Owen McAvoy takes the 65-metre free. He makes no mistake. The radar is in today, it must be said, for Owen McAvoy. That's 3 points for him. 2 frees and a 65. And it's 6 points to 3 as Jake Hogan, who made that super save there from Andrew Keary, gets ready to take the puck out. But was he tempted to go short there to Conor Cunningham, I wonder. He decides though to go along over towards the far side of the field as John Igo will put up the hurl there. The ball is going to break in towards the path of Ryan Kane. Ryan Kane tries to win possession, but it's won by Oisin McDonough. McDonough comes out and gets the ball off, and eventually it's Kevin Haney, and Kevin Haney decides to go right across the field looking for Colin Madden, but it's won by the Sylane man there, and it breaks into the path of Brian Igo. Brian Igo strolling forward now for Sylane. He makes the space and eventually launches his side onto the attack, but Liam Fahey should be there. He's going to leave it though towards McDonough, and eventually the ball is going to be flicked away though, and eventually Ryan Kane goes down it. Ryan Kane has it. He's got Keelan Craven in space, and Keelan Craven goes for a score. Keelan Craven high, and Keelan Craven over the bar. His first score from play. He got a point from a free, and he gets a score from play, but again it was Ryan Kane who laid the pass off, and he's been instrumental for a number of the scores that Sylane have gotten this game.
Yeah, he's been very smart, got great turnover, found Craven with a very smart pass, and Sylane on the attack here again.
And it's back to Craven again. He's looking for point number 2 in the matter of once, and Keelan Craven makes no mistake off that left hand side. That's a 2 in a row for Keelan Craven. It's 6 points to 5, and he's shown us now in the last couple of minutes, Cyril, that if you give this guy ball and give him possession, he'll score, and 2 really good points.
Yeah, Keane Higgins read the puck out and done very, 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 very well to get the ball offloaded to Craven to get the shot off a goal.
6 points to 5 as Owen McAvoy wins possession for Killimor. He's going forward. He leaves it behind him though. It's going to be picked up by the Sylane man there, but he loses possession as well. Brian Igo tries to pick it up. Players on both sides battling to retrieve the situation there. It's flicked away though. That's going to be picked up by Ronan Egan. Ronan Egan can't do so. Keane Higgins is there now for Sylane. He tries to flick the ball away. It's going to be picked up eventually by the Sylane cornerback. That's a Kieran Fleming. Fleming gets the ball off to Stephen Burke, and Stephen Burke goes down the centre looking for Gary O'Neill. Gary O'Neill lets the ball break through him though, and it's going to be picked up by Liam Fahey, who's playing in that extra sweeping role there in the half back line. He's fouled by Keelan Craven, and that's going to be a free, and he wants to take it quickly, but Owen McAvoy, I think, is just getting the running repairs here done. But it's 6 points to 5. Killimor had built up a 3 points to no score lead earlier on. There were 6 points to 3 up until a couple of moments ago, before those 2 excellent Keelan Craven points has brought it back to a 1 point ball game with 9 minutes to go to half time here. 6 points to 5 as Liam Fahey takes the free for Killimor. He goes long with that one in towards the full forward. It's a great ball, as Cyril says there, and it's going to be won by Jack O'Mara, who finds himself at the edge of the square now. Jack O'Mara tries to hand pass the ball off to Jason Broderick, and from the sideline Broderick goes for score, but that was never on really, and it's going to be won by the goalkeeper Jake Hogan, and Jake Hogan comes away from the goalkeeping position and launches it over towards the far side of the field. 6 points to 5 as that ball is going to break, and it's going to break towards the 2 midfielders wearing number 8. Owen McAvoy comes onto it. He's fouled there by the other number 8. That's Keane Higgins, and that's going to be a free and a chance here to put his side 2 points to the good again. It's 6 points to 5, 21 minutes played here, and a chance here for Owen McAvoy once again.
2 number 8 having a great battle, Niall. Keane Higgins of Sylane and Owen McAvoy Both have been involved in the game in the last number of minutes. McAvoy also hitting the freeze for Killimor. He's looked very confident over the freeze to date. I know he's taken a knock here, so this will delay time him in hitting this and allow us to catch our breath. Quality still, like this is meant to be. There's probably a small bit of errors coming into the game. It's played at a high intensity, but geez, the commitment has been unbelievable of what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and I suppose it's a pressure game for both teams as well. Obviously, the prize is huge, Cyril. Obviously, it's an intermediate county final and a step from senior.
Yeah, and it's bigger crowds, it's bigger everything. It's a huge game for both clubs, and they wouldn't have seen or played in front of the likes of this yet this year. And with the double header here, you'll probably get Aircourt and Rahoon in for a look now at the minute, so it'll be as big as crowd as what you see for a county final for them in a few weeks' time, whoever's to get there.
Here comes Owen McAvoy with the free. He has been error-free so far from the place ball, 2 frees and a 65. And this is a possible chance for his 4th score of the day. Owen McAvoy high in towards the goals, he makes no mistake, and it puts it over the bar. That's a pointed free for Owen McAvoy, and it's 2 points between them again. Killimor 7 points, Sylane 5 points, 23 minutes play here, as the goalkeeper, Jake Hogan, takes the puck out. He goes to the far side of the field looking for Cullinan over there. The ball is brilliantly taken out of the air by the cornerback, the team captain Shane Whelan. He does really well. He gets the ball off to Kevin Hanny. Hanny further gets the ball forward first for Killimor, and the ball eventually finds its way in towards the full forward. The full forward at the moment is Jack O'Mara. He takes on Conor Cunningham. He tries to go past Conor Cunningham. He plays a lovely ball across the field, or so it looked to be a lovely ball, but it's Colin Madden has it though, and Colin Madden picks it up. Colin Madden comes inside his man. He's got Andrew Keary in space, but there's a number of Sylane men there. He's fouled, and it's going to be a free in, and a chance here for them to extend out to a 3-point ball game here, and it should be a scoreable free, you would think, for Owen McAvoy, but Killimor trying to get the ball into the man in the best position. It was Colin Madden at that particular juncture, and he's fouled, and it's going to be a free in, and it's one you would anticipate that the way Owen McAvoy's hitting the frees, Cyril, he'll put this between the posts.
Yeah, well, we've seen it all the good in Killimor in that phase of play. Huge catch from the puck out by Shane Whelan. Looked like it was gone way over his head, going backwards, got off the ground, got a super catch, got up the field with smart hurling, ended up to Colin Madden, the ball of energy, and deemed to have fouled by a number of Sylane players.
Owen McAvoy will look for point number 5 in this first half for him, the midfielder. Almost 24 minutes played here. This would extend the side out to the 3-point lead again. It's been the biggest that's between them so far. Sylane had got it back to 6 points to 5 with 2 Keelan Craven scores, but Killimor have added the last 2 scores, and all of a sudden there's 3 between them. The puck out is won by Jason Broderick, and Jason Broderick is playing well at midfield for Killimor. He gets the ball forward, and it's now into the path of Oren Martin. Oren Martin tries to get the ball up to Keelan Craven. Good touch by Craven. He goes inside his man. He's made the space to go off that trusty left-hand side. Keelan Craven high in towards the goals, but this one goes wide. That's 5 wides now for Sylane. 1 for Killimor, and I suppose that's one that you would anticipate Craven to put between the posts.
Yeah, he made himself 2 yards of space from a super touch of the hurl, just broken into his path while he was on the spin, and just tailed off at the very last minute. 8
points to 5. The ball breaks towards Owen McAvoy. Owen McAvoy is on the ball for Killimor. He's near the sideline over on the far side of the field. He plays the ball in towards Andrew Keary. Just goes over Andrew Keary's head, and it's one though. This could be a goal chance inside to the corner forward. Jack Kelly's bearing down a goal. Shot by Jack Kelly. Oh, great save again by the goalkeeper Jake Hogan, and it goes out for a 65. It does go out for a 65. And Jake Hogan, I was saying, he's a quality goalkeeper, and he's saved now on both sides, his left and his right. He got down low that time. Great save.
Yeah, and that was better save than the first one even. It was lower. At the first one looked like a more spectacular save when it was high, but geez, that was brilliant. It was down low to his left-hand side. He did very well. He's a left-hander, so his boss was on the other side to get over with the block, and chance had fell to Jack Kelly. He's been fairly quiet so far, but he done very well, took a few steps there and got a very good strike off a goal. And Killimor will be disappointed that they haven't a goal put on the board so far.
They have the 65 though, but Jake Hogan is in inspired form there for Sylane so far in this particular game. A great save by Hogan once again. 25 minutes played here. There's 3 points between them, 8 points to 5 as the free taker Owen McAvoy gets ready to take the free. He's already got 5 from the place ball. He's got 4 frees and 1 from a 65, and this is a 65 metre free. Owen McAvoy takes the 65. He's driven it high. He makes no mistake. He puts it between the posts, and he's scoring absolutely every place ball, and those aren't easy ones, sir. He's got 6 so far, and all of a sudden there's 4 between them, 9-5.
No, the confidence in a strike, Niall, is unbelievable. He's hit very difficult frees into that breeze, and he hasn't tested an umpire near a post yet. They're going straight for the white flag, going straight over the bar, black spot.
The ball is cleared out the field by the man from Killimor. That's the cornerback. It's going to be won by Paul Ronan over there, is it? Paul Ronan gets the ball off towards Alan Cullinan. Cullinan has possession now over on the sideline. He goes for a score. This will be a massive point if it goes over the bar in towards the goals, but this one goes wide again, and wide number 6. Killimor have only struck 1, and those wides are mounting now from a Sylane perspective.
Yeah, probably needed that one. It was a good strike by the wing forward, Alan Cullinan, and just tailed on that last post as well. A good few of the points from our Sylane's chances. Our Sylane's wides have gone wide on this side here, down towards the scoreboard end.
Jason Broderick is on position, or it's Colin Madden, he's hit hard there. That's going to be a yellow card, I'd say, for Gary O'Neill. We could see it fairly clear from our vantage point here that it's going to be a yellow. I think Desi O'Brien is not looking too happy with that.
No.
And it's going to be a yellow card, I'd say, for Gary O'Neill.
Niall, I'd say we've done a bit of CPD on the refereeing courses. You had the yellow card picked nice and early. You well spotted, and that's what it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're at the same course as Cyril, but we were always told interpretation, is that it?
Yeah, it was a big hit. It was a big hit to the head. He was just small bit low. The wing forward or the corner forward, Colin Madden, he's a small bit low. His head is a small bit low, and Keelan
Gary O'Neill actually, number 11, yeah.
Oh yeah, deemed to give him full force.
Yeah, it's a free, and it's Owen McAvoy with the free, and this is a very difficult free. He's virtually on the sideline, quite close to the Sylane dugout as he's taken this free. He's 65 metres out, and he's scored some serious scores so far in this game. Sylane, if he finds this one, this will be the score of the day from his perspective.
Yeah, difficult free right in front of us here on the 65. He'll probably have the distance now. He's striking very, very confidently.
Owen McAvoy, 6 points from the place ball so far for his side. They lead by 9 points to 5. 27.5 minutes played here as he gets ready to take this free for Killimor. He lifts, he bends, he strikes the shitter in towards the goals. He has the accuracy, he has the distance, he puts it between the posts. That's a super score by Owen McAvoy, and he made it look easy. Certainly had the distance, and straight away the minute he hit it, you could see it was going between the posts.
Yeah, he's been so impressive. The quality of ball striking out of him has been brilliant, and hitting the frees very well.
Jake Hogan went short there. He's in a bit of bother now. He's lost possession, has he? It's going to be picked up by the Killimor man. This is going to be a goal chance for Jack. A chance into the goal. It's in the back of the net. It's a goal for the men of Killimor. Jack O'Mara is the man who puts it in the net. And the goalkeeper Jake Hogan went short with that one. Out to Conor Cunningham. He got the pass back, and instead of hitting it straight away, he started dithered. He tried to come inside his man. He lost possession. It's in the net. 110 to 5 points against that wind. That's a huge lead now for Killimor.
But 10 out of 10 to Jack O'Mara. It was a brilliant tackle. Came in, put huge pressure on him, made him turn back inside, made him a bit flustered. Didn't decide to get the turnover, and the composure with the finish pushed it in the back of the net.
110 to 5 points. A Sylane come on the attack with Alan Cullen, and they need to score. He's blocked down though over the far side of the field by Shane Whelan. Whelan tries to go down. The man wearing number 4 for Killimor. Their numbers are hard to see, but I think it's the number 4. It's gone out for a 65 though. It was 6 points to 5 actually on 19.5 minutes when Keelan Craven pointed. But since then, a goal and 4 points have come from the men of Killimor. They've extended out to a 110 to 5 points lead. It's a 65 metre free, and it's one that Sylane needed this stage just to settle themselves back into the game.
Oh, they'll need this one now, and we're still talking about the first half, but 1-4 without reply. 4 points without the fly was bad enough, and it was just a quick 1-2 with the puck out that caused the trouble with Jake Hogan. But super tackling and super effort by Jack O'Mara, and when he had everything right done to win back possession and stick it in the back of the net, I think it was even blocked into the net by the corner back. Your captain there, Adrian Larder.
It's 1 goal and 10 points to 5 points. 29 minutes played. Keelan Craven stands over the free. It's a 65 metre free. He has wind aided, but it's a difficult one. He's out near the sideline. He's got 3 points so far. Is this point number 4? It's not. He's put it wide. That's 7 wides now for Sylane, 1 for Killimor, and the accuracy just letting the Sylane men down in this particular first half. We have 29.5 minutes played here. There's 8 points between them now. Killimor have built a big lead now. The ball is won though by Cullinan again, and Cullinan decides he's going to let that ball in towards the full forward. John Igo's out in front of his man. Igo has the ball in his hand. He's got a runner inside him if he can pick him out, but he can't do so. That's good defending by this Killimor man, and Ronan Egan comes away with the ball. He gets the ball across to Jason Broderick. Broderick out towards Owen McAvoy. Good lovely touch by Owen McAvoy. Tries to get away with his man, but Keelan Craven picks it up, and Keelan Craven gets the ball forward over to Cullinan again. Cullinan plays the ball right across the field looking for Gary O'Neill, but it's going to be won again by the men of Killimor, and it's Oisin McDonough who's looked good at corner back. Gets the ball forward towards Colin Madden. His touch lets him down though, and it's won by the Sylane man back there, and eventually the ball is cleared by Kieran Fleming out towards his wing back here, Brian Igo. He's fouled there surely. He is fouled by Jack Kelly, and that's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Sylane, and Jake Hogan was going to come out for that ball, but he's going to leave it to Keelan Craven, who's running over from his half forward position to take this free for his side. We're into the additional time. We haven't been told what the additional time will be. It's 110 to 5 points at this stage, and Jake Hogan, the goalkeeper, comes out to take it.
Yeah, they've changed it. Keelan Craven was coming back to it, but he's free in the middle of the field now. If they're smart enough, they might get it to him for a shot at goal. No, but Jake Hogan has settled himself down. Yeah,
there's going to be 2 minutes additional time, by the way, as Jake Hogan gets ready to take the free for Sylane. It's on his own 45 metre line. He's quite close to his own dugout as he gets ready to take this one off his left hand side. He's made 2 great saves in this first half for his side. Here comes Jake Hogan with the free. Jake Hogan launched that ball long in towards the goal. It's a high lobbing ball. It's going to break in towards the full back line, but brilliantly taken over there by the cornerback. I think it's Shane Whelan, the team captain, who caught that ball out of the air, and he took it out of the air, and that gives his team great confidence. A great catch by the cornerback, Shane Whelan, the team captain. Or was it Nisha Muldoon? I think they may have caught it, but it's a free out, and a free out to the men of Killimor.
Yeah, super catch by Nisha Muldoon in around the house there, and win his free out and settle his team down again. Sylane still haven't scored since Killimor have got their 1-4 without reply.
Sylane tried to clear the ball out with the field with Oren Martin, but the ball has gone out over the line, and it's a line ball to Killimor, I think, on this side of the field. And Jason Broderick, no doubt, will have interest in this one, will he, or will he leave it? He hit a couple of good ones so far. I think it's a Sylane ball. Yeah. It looked initially as if the linesman was giving it towards Killimor, but we come up towards half time here. We've about 20 seconds to go before the whistle for half time. 1-10 to 5 points. Killimor will be quite content the way things are gone so far, as that's a good sideline cut by Stephen Burke. He gets the ball up towards John Igo. Well taken by Igo out of the air. He's fouled there by Shane Whelan, and that's going to be a free in. And the free in is to Keelan Graven and to Sylane. And the 2 minutes of additional time have been played here, which means it's going to be the last, I suppose, scoring opportunity for Sylane in this half. Keelan Craven will have the distance, you would think, and from his perspective he'll be hoping to have the accuracy, sir.
Yeah. John Igo picked up a knock about 15 minutes ago, Niall, and they put him inside. He's after coming back out again, but he doesn't seem to be moving too well. He's huge in their primary possession and even in the winning and that free as well. He took a sideline very, very well, but they'll need him firing on all cylinders for the second half.
Keelan Craven makes no mistake from the free. He puts it over the bar. That's point number 4 now for Keelan Craven. 2 from play and 2 from frees. It's 1-10 to 6 points. The referee Jerry Kelly is going to call for the Schlitter. It's half time. There's a 7 points between them at half time, and that's the first score since the 19th and a half minute for Sylane. Since then the men of Killimor struck or 1-4 without reply, but Sylane get a score there just prior to half time. 1-10 to 6 points. Your thoughts, sir, before we hand back?
Yeah, huge commitment by both teams. A good enough game. 7 wides by 7 wides or possibly 8 wides by Sylane in the half is where they'll feel they've been hurt enough, and the 1-4 without reply, the goal coming at the end of that 1-4 is a tough blow to take, and that's kind of why we see such a gap between the sides in the first half.
It's half time here in the first of the county intermediate hurling semi-finals, and it sees Killimor lead Sylane at half time here. It's Killimor 1 goal and 10 points, Sylane 6 points. Back here to Kenny Park and Athenry for the second half of the first of the Galway Intermediate Hurling Championship semi-finals. Half-time score, it's a big lead here for Killimor so far at half-time, 110 to 6 points. The wind advantage to come in the second half. And Cyril, from a side-on perspective, obviously scores are needed and they need them quickly. We see they've rejigged their team a bit. Ryan Kane is out in the half-forward line, while Gary O'Neill and Keelan Craven both in the inside line now for the second half.
Yeah, I suppose the first 2 minutes are key for them to try and get a few scores on the board. And Niall, is not even to have an influence on the game. They need to get scores on the board to put a bit of pressure on Killimor, on Killimor's hurling. If we see Killimor getting a few early scores this second half, I think it could be a very one-sided fixture for a finish. So we're looking for a fast start here from Sylane from a competition rate.
Owen McAvoy wins the ball straight away. Owen McAvoy going forward. He gets the ball off to Andrew Keary in space. Keary's going to go for a score, but it's a poor effort by Keary, but it could drop short. It does drop short, and who's going to pick it up? It's a Sylane man who comes away with it. That's Kieran Fleming. Fleming does well to get the ball out to Stephen Burke, and Stephen Burke launches that ball down the field for his side. The ball is going to be won though by Shane Whelan. He comes away with it, the team captain. It's the third year in a row he's captaining the team out towards Andrew Keary as Ryan Kane tries to win it for Sylane. It's going to be won though by Paul Ronan. He tries to go forward for Sylane under pressure over there. Battle for supremacy here. It's won by Owen McAvoy in this particular juncture, but Owen McAvoy loses possession and Stephen Burke picks it up. He gets the ball across the field towards Keane Higgins, and Keane Higgins launches that ball in towards that full forward line now, where the ball is going to break, and it's going to be picked up by Liam Fahey for Killimor. Liam Fahey tries to get away from his man there. Liam Fahey is fouled there. Surely he is fouled, and that's going to be a free out, and a combination of Gary O'Neill and Keelan Craven fouling Liam Fahey there. And Liam Fahey is a player, in fairness, Cyril, who has impressed in this year's championship and has impressed for Killimor over the last number of years.
Yeah, he's taken 2 heavy hits. His helmet is off there now, so we're going to see a break in the play. And in fairness, Derry Kelly, we watched a good scramble for possession around the middle of the field there, Niall. There was a good few turnovers in it and a few hard hits, and he's let it go. He was pointing at the tackles were popped, or the use the hurley was popped all on the ball area, so he's happy enough with that. But big hit here, or double hit really, from Gary O'Neill and Keelan Craven, and we'll have a nice break and play. The helmet's still off and he's still being seen to.
And I suppose Killimor will be happy enough, obviously, that they're able to slow the game down. They're 7 points up. They're in the ascendancy, and I suppose they showed their possible experience in that first half as well. The fact that Sylane hit 7 wides as opposed to Killimor's one, possibly the nervousness coming through the Sylane team, the fact that it's their first semi-final.
Yeah, and I think Killimor are looking like a team that are ready for this and ready for the big occasion. A huge number of subs. We've seen 22 players in a puck round at half time. More than a puck round, even a good extensive warm-up as well. The ball goes across the goals, and eventually Jake Hogan is going to go down from a Sylane perspective, and he comes away from the goalkeeper position, gets the ball out towards the cornerback. That cornerback is Kieran Fleming. Fleming gets the ball further forward towards Brian Igo. Brian Igo now going forward for Sylane, and off his left-hand side he gets his team on the attack. I think Gary O'Neill has just pulled the hammer there, and it's won by Eamon Joanne coming away from the full-back or the half-back line. Eamon Joanne launched that ball long in towards the full forward line, where it's won by the Sylane cornerback. That's Adrian Narner, the team captain. He's composed on the ball. He puts the ball across the field looking for Ryan Kane. Ryan Kane tries to go down on that ball for Sylane. He does go down on the ball for Sylane. He looks upfield. He gets the ball further forward towards Paul Ronan. Ronan going forward now for Keane Higgins. I think that has it. Keane Higgins goes right across the field looking for Igo, and the ball is going to break towards Cathal Newell. He got 2 points in the first half for his side. Cathal Newell tries to play the ball off to Keelan Craven, but eventually it's going to be picked up by the Killimor man here. Could be. I'm not quite sure who's going to come away with it. It's going to break towards Shane Whelan, or indeed it's McDonough, or Nisha Muldoon, I should say, coming away with the ball. Nisha Muldoon gets the ball back towards the cornerback, and eventually the ball is cleared out the field, and it's going to be won by the midfielder. That midfielder is Paul Ronan. Paul Ronan has the ball, gets the ball across to Ryan Kane. There's a Sylane man right inside if he can find him. They have numbers inside if this ball goes long. There's an extra Sylane man. The man that's inside is the injured party. That's Gary O'Neill. The ball though won't reach him with it as Jason Broderick is up the hand, and Jason Broderick takes that ball out of the air, and Jason Broderick does well to clear the ball down the field for his side. 110 to 6 points. The ball goes out over the line on the far side of the field, and that's going to be a line ball, is it? It is a line ball over there, and I think Gary O'Neill's day is over. He just pulled the hamstring a couple of moments ago. Possibly Shane Glynn might be about to see action for Sylane. We'll see in a couple of moments, but 110 to 6 points. It looks as if Gary O'Neill his day seems to be over, sir. We saw it there a couple of moments ago that he had picked up what looked like a hamstring injury. Yeah, and he hobbled in towards the goal mouth, Niall, and no one followed him. And next thing he was in with his 2 hands up. You were saying it was long ball. They were on the 65 here. If it had made the distance inside, possibly could have been a goal chance. But I think his races ran and blew the hammer there as he was chasing out to a ball.
Yeah, Shane Glynn is a man who has come on, a man with good experience as well. He's a teacher, I think, in St. Jarlath's in Tuam. 110 to 6 points as this is going to be a Sylane on the far side of the field, and it's going to be taken by Stephen Burke, I think, over there for Sylane. 7 points between them. We have 4 points gone in the second half here as he takes this sideline. I see some youngsters coming in over the wall over on the far side of the field. as this ball is going to be won again by Sylane, and they come away with Oran Martin, a man that needs a big second half from a Sylane perspective. Oran Martin comes away with that ball, but it's poor enough clearance. He's under pressure, and eventually they have it over the far side of the field with Craven. Keelan Craven going forward now for Sylane, maybe trying to work the free, but the ball goes out of the line on the far side of the field, and it's a line ball over there, and the line ball is to Sylane over on the far side of the field as Keelan Craven gets ready to take the sideline. Keelan Craven launched that ball in towards the goals. It's going to be won by the goal, the full back. He does really well. He's hit with a good hard shoulder there. He tries to get away from his man, and Sylane eventually tried to repel that situation with Sean O'Grady, and Sean O'Grady does well to clear that ball over to the far side of the field. As that ball is going to break, it's going to break into the path of the Sylane man, and it's Brian Igo who has it wearing number 5. He gets a side on the attack, and a dangerous ball in towards the full forward line. Up goes Cathal Newell for it. He just can't kick the ball in his hand. There's 3 Killimor in there. There's 2 Sylane men. It's won by Cathal Newell. A flick back to John Igo. This is a chance for Igo. He goes low though. He should have put it over the bar, and the ball is going to be picked up by the Nation Muldoon again. Nation Muldoon tries to come away with that ball. He does come away with it, and it goes over the line on this side of the field, but there's some hard hitting going on in the early stages of this second half. Neither team has scored as of yet, but the intensity can be seen from both sides, sir.
It's just brilliant to watch, Niall. It's a huge intensity in it, some huge hits, hurling a bit off at times, but you wouldn't mind that. Great commitment by both teams.
Shane Glynn goes for the score. Shane Glynn has put it over the bar. Good score by Shane Glynn. He's always good for a couple of scores for Sylane. He puts it over the bar. 110 to 7 points. There's an injury here to a Killimor man, but a good score by Shane Glynn.
That's a super score off the back foot, out in the 45, popped it in the air against the breeze and all, landed down on the roof of the net, and they'll be delighted with that. They had 2 kind of half goal chances since we've only have it 6 minutes on since half time, but I probably feel Keelan Craven will need to be closer to goal if they're going to do something. And also we've seen Ryan Kane very deep a few times. He's playing a wing forward here, but he's nearly in a wing back position, Niall, and they'll probably need a goal at some stage if they're going to put pressure. They're 6 behind at the minute, playing against the breeze, and they've it all to do, but they're still very committed to the task.
110 to 7 points. We have 6 minutes gone in the second half. We've only had 1 score in the second half. That's that point there from Shane Glynn a couple of moments ago. It's led to this puck out, and the puck out will be taken by Sean O'Grady. 1 goal and 10 points to 7 points. 6 between them, and the Killimor man Shane Tracy is okay. He's going to get this short puck out, I'd say, though he's not. Sean O'Grady decides I'm going to go along with that one, and he does go along. He launches right into the full forward line where Jack O'Mara is out in front of his man. Jack O'Mara has the ball getting away from Conor Cunningham. Jack O'Mara trying to come inside. He got the goal in the first half for Killimor. He goes one way, he goes the other, spreads the ball right across the field. It's a dangerous ball across the field. It's brilliantly taken by Kevin Haney. Will he go for a goal or tap it over there? Kevin Haney, it comes off the crossbar. It comes off the crossbar and comes out to the midfielder for Sylane. That's Paul Ronan coming away, the number 9. Paul Ronan coming away from possession, from the wing back position. He tries to get away from his man. There's players on both sides battling now for possession after that ball came back off the crossbar from Kevin Haney's shot. It's 110 to 7 points. Who's going to win possession here? Is it a Sylane man or a Killimor man? It's a Sylane man who comes away with it. It's the corner back, and the corner back is Kieran Fleming. He gets Sylane on the attack in, up towards the sub that's come on. That's a Shane Glynn. The ball is going to break though towards Muldoon. Muldoon tries to pick that ball up for Sylane, the man wearing, or for Killimor, the man wearing number 7. He's foul coming out there. That's surely a free out. It is a free out, but the ball came crashing back off the crossbar there from Kevin Haney's shot, so another goal chance for Killimor, but serious intensity in this game as we see this free coming up now, and I think Owen McAvoy is just taking his time as he goes over to hit this free.
Jack O'Mara did brilliant down on the far side. He brought it all the way into the corner, had his touches taken, had his step taken, squared a lovely ball across the field, broke to Kevin Haney, cracked it off the crossbar, and there was nearly another goal chance on the rebound. But Killimor yet have to register score in the second half, and they look to their Owen McAvoy, their go-to guy with their frees in the first half, to try and settle them into the second half period.
Yeah, he has this free for his side. He's got 7 points so far in the game, all from the place ball. He's been deadly accurate so far in the game. I don't think he missed a free in the first half. He had 5 frees and 2 65s as he gets ready to take this one. He goes for the score from out the field. Owen McAvoy high in towards the goals, and Owen McAvoy makes no mistake as that one goes over the bar. An 8th point for Owen McAvoy. He's been deadly accurate for Killimor in this game, and it's 111 to 7 points, sir.
Crowd being heard now and just getting behind the Killimor team. I think that's what we see happening, and they'll know a few scores will be vital early in the second half. Sylane
come on the attack in towards Cathal Newell. Cathal Newell now go down on the ball for his side. He got 2 points in the first half. Cathal Newell surveys his options. Will he go outside to the corner back? He does go outside to the man wearing number 4, Kieran Fleming. He's going to go for score. Kieran Fleming high. What a score by Kieran Fleming over the bar for Kieran Fleming, the man wearing number 4 for Sylane. Great score, a well worked score, and a good point off the left hand side.
Yeah, he didn't flinch. He came back to him corner back in the usual position, and he just put his head up and struck through it straight over the black spot. Great score.
111 to 8 points. We're back to a 6-point ball game. Sylane coming out the wall, but his last possession is picked up by Jack O'Mara. This will be the point of the day if he puts it over the bar, but this one goes wide. It's a second wide for Killimor. He just robbed the Sylane man coming out from defence there. 111 to 8 points, but we've seen Sean O'Grady's last couple of book outs. He's put them as far down the field as he possibly can in Route 1.
Yeah, and I suppose what they're trying to do is work hard off that and try and get a turnover like what they did there.
111 to 8 points. The ball breaks though. It's going to be picked up by Naoise Muldoon. He tries to pick it up under pressure from Alan Cullinan. He does pick it up. He tries to get away from Cullinan, and he's just fouled the Killimor man there coming out, and that's going to be a free out. From the free out is to Killimor, and Owen McAvoy has interest in this one. He'll do well to point this one because he's back in his own half back line. He's past his own 45 metre line, but he's been deadly so far with the place ball. 111 to 8 points. There are 6 points between them. We have 10 minutes gone now in the second half here of this County Intermediate Hurling Championship, a semi-final, as Owen McAvoy gets ready to take the free. 6 frees and 2 65s he's scored so far, as he gets ready to take this one for his side.
Naoise Muldoon has a good game, and Niall, he's been very solid at wing back there, won that free, but went back and gathered it and was very composed under pressure.
McAvoy takes the free, hits the distance. Has it got the accuracy? It has. What a score! What a score by Owen McAvoy. He puts it between the posts and back in his own half back line, inside his own 45 metre line. He puts it over the bar. He's been deadly so far.
Yeah, it's the first one he made the umpire work for it and earn his crushed, as they say. It was right down over the post. They looked at it for a long time. Goalkeeper over on that side. What a super score from nearly on his own 45.
112 to 8 points, so 7 between them now. What a super score, as we said there. 9 points he scored from the place ball so far, 7 frees and 2 65s. Ryan Kane will take the free or the sideline for Sylane. Ryan Kane, the man wearing number 13, will take this sideline cut for his side, and he launched that ball in towards the full forward line again, looking for the man that's at full forward. That's Cathal Newell. Cathal Newell has it. Cathal Newell just tried to give the ball off to Alan Cullinan. It just didn't work out from a Sylane perspective, and eventually Eamon Duane gets in there, and it's picked up by Muldoon again. And you mentioned him, sir, he's having a good game. Naoise Muldoon comes away from his man, gets the ball out to the man wearing number 13. That's Jack Kelly, and Jack Kelly gets the ball into the 2-man full forward line. One of those 2 men in the full forward line is Jack O'Mara, but that one is carrying with the wind and it goes out over the line, and that's a third wide now for the men of Killimor. Keelan Craven, I think, is about to pick up a yellow card.
Yeah, he just had a
for
late
his
hit.
side. I didn't see it.
Yeah, a late hit. Naoise Muldoon was just offloading the hand pass, and it was a late hit into the back. He's pointing to us. A late hit rather than into the back. It was kind of shoulder, but it was late, and that's the first time we see Killimor a small bit sloppy with their play forward, down over, running it into the inline down here. They've been very good with their ball quality to each other all day.
112 to 8 points. The puck out is taken by Jake Hogan to the far side of the field. There's 2 Killimor in there. One of them is Owen McAvoy. The other is Colin Madden, and Colin Madden is on the ball. Colin Madden goes inside his man, and he'll eventually gets that ball into Andrew Keary in the full forward line. Keary and Conor Cunningham battle position, and Keary has it. Cunningham has no hurl. Keary's going to come inside him, and Keary's getting away from him. He'll have to be fouled here if he's going to keep going. He is fouled here. That's going to be a free in, and I think that through ball that they're trying to create inside there is causing Sylane a lot of problems. A 2-man full forward line, and Andrew Keary there, obviously an accomplished player, wins the free in and a chance to extend their lead out again.
Yeah, and I think they've changed what they've done a small bit since half time. Killimor, Colin Madden, which I thought would be in on the inside line, they've put him back the field. It was him that after hitting that ball, he's around the middle third. They've two good players in Andrew Carey and our goal scorer inside Jack O'Mara as a 2-man full forward line, and they're trying to work the ball very smartly, like what we've seen in there. Andrew Carey did very well, win that free, and we're looking at Owen McAvoy to add another score to his tally. Yeah,
probably the easiest one he's taken so far today, you would think. As he stands over this one, he's looking for point number 10 for Killimor in this game. As Owen McAvoy stands over the free, 112 to 8 points. This would put them into a double scores 8-point lead. If he puts it over the bar, he makes no mistake. Point number 10 now from the place ball for Owen McAvoy. He has been prominent, it must be said, for Killimor in general play as well as that. Puck out is taken quickly to the far side of the field to Adrian Larner. He does well. He tries to get away from McAvoy, and Adrian Larner eventually tries to get away from McAvoy, but he's blocked down by Owen McAvoy over there, and it's 1 goal and 13 points to 8 points. McAvoy wins possession, gets the ball inside to Jack O'Mara. Jack O'Mara, will he go inside his man? He tried to go past Conor Cunningham. He does go past Conor Cunningham, flicks across the goal to Kevin Haney, and Kevin Haney missed the bat into the back of the net. It was probably easier to put it in the net. He'd be disappointed with that one because he had so much time to put the ball in the back of the net. He didn't do so. 13 minutes gone. That ball goes long, a lifeline for Sylane there as that ball goes long in towards Keelan Craven. He tries to win it. Shane Glindall goes down the ball, but Keelan Craven is just fouled. But there was a goal chance there again, and Kevin Haney will be disappointed with that. I think he just misjudged the way he went up to catch that ball or to bat that ball in the net, sir. He just seems to misjudge it, but they have had the goal chances. I think they've missed 3 or 4 goals at this particular stage. 2 great saves in the first half by Jake Hogan, but 2 goals there. They've missed 1 off the crossbar, and that one from Kevin Haney.
And my line was it would be 2 goals from sharp puck out, Niall, and they broke in attack. Jack O'Mara done very, very well. He just flicked it across the edge of the goal, like what you see in football, for them to palm it into the net. He popped up the hurl and just missed it. It might have been a touch high for him, and but he knew himself. His hands went straight on his head. the minute he had missed it. But came up the field here, Sylane very aggravated on the sideline, I suppose, with the decision of the referee, and it's going to lead to a long free, possibly from Sean O'Grady.
Yeah, it's a long free that Sean O'Grady will take. Some draws have taken place as well in the Galway Championship today. There's a man injured on the far side of the field. The Junior B semi-final draws. Sarsfields will take on Killimor, and Mike Cullen will take on Castlegar. Mike Cullen fresh from their victory over Cyril's team here beside me today. And the Junior C1 semi-finals, Killimor versus Turlockmore and Rahu Newcastle versus St Thomas's. And the Junior 1 semi-final, of course, the Junior 1 semi-final will be the winners will play in the Connacht Club Championship at junior level. Those semi-final draws have taken place. The first name team at home here, Ballygar, who had a great win today over Sarsfields in the Junior A semi-final, the Championship semi-final. They take on Ballinasloe, while Micheál Brannocks will take on Salthill Knocknacarra.
Yeah, and what we're kind of seeing at all grades in hurling now, although the pitches are getting a small bit softer and the ball mightn't be moving as quick, but we're getting to knockout stages as we're seeing today, and there's a huge commitment by clubs and effort and huge pressure probably on referees as well, but just desperation of clubs wanting to stay in the championship, do the very best for the clubs, which is great to see, and that's what we're seeing here today as well.
Here comes the free from Sean O'Grady, the goalkeeper. He comes a long way to take that free. He launches it in towards the goals, but it's going to go wide, is it? It's not. It's batted out. It has gone wide, yeah. And that's wide number 4 now for Killimor. And they'll be disappointed with that one, but it's 1 goal and 13 points to 8 points. There's 8 points between them as Jake Hogan gets ready to take the puck out. 15 minutes into the second half. It was 1-10-6 at half time. We've had 3 points to 2 in the second half as this puck out goes to this side of the field, looking for the sub that's after coming on for Sylane, the man wearing number 20. That's Andrew Cosgrove trying to win possession for Sylane, and the ball is eventually picked up by the number 9. That's Paul Ronan. He going forward. He's fouled there, and that's going to be a free, and the free is to Sylane, and Keelan Craven will come over to take this. Sylane brought on 2 subs, of course. Andrew Cosgrove wearing number 20. He has seen action, and the number 23 as well. That's Brendan Mitchell. He's come on for the Sylane men as well, with the scoreboard reading 1 goal and 13 points to 8 points.
Yeah, big free for Keelan Craven. They just need to keep that ticking over, keep the pressure on Killimor, I suppose. It'll be a mountain of pressure on Killimor that they'll have to put on in order to try and get this back and try and get themselves to their first ever county intermediate final. Yeah, good score by Keelan Craven. He puts it over the bar. Point number 5 for him. 3 frees and 2 from play. That's 1 goal and 13 points now to 9 points as the goalkeeper Sean O'Grady takes the quick puck out again up towards Jack O'Mara, who's running out from that full forward position. Jack O'Mara is on the ball. Jack O'Mara will go for a score. It'll be a good effort if it goes over the bar. It has gone over the bar. Great score by Jack O'Mara. He's got a goal and a point, but we can see the puck out strategy is just to go long every time. Bring your half forward line out, leave the space inside for the 2-man full forward line, and Jack O'Mara gets the score there. Yeah, but the timing of his run was brilliant. He had set very deep inside, ran out into open space, got a nice turn over the bar, straight through the black spot, and he's having a very important influence on the game now. They come again, Killimor in towards Andrew Keary out in front of his man. Keary has the ball, he makes the space to go for a score over his shoulder. Andrew Keary high in towards the goals, but wide by Andrew Keary. And that ball goes wide. It's wide number 5, 114 to 9 points. As the goalkeeper Jake Hogan takes the puck out, he goes this side of the field. It's a good puck out by Jake Hogan, well taken by the man wearing number 9. That's Paul Ronan. Paul Ronan launches it in towards that full forward line again. The ball is won though by Liam Fahey back there. Liam Fahey gets the ball out to Colin Madden, who's gone very, very deep, even though he's wearing number 15. Colin Madden tries to go away from his man, and Colin Madden does go away from his man. He gets it into the full forward line again, and it's Keary out in front of his man, and Keary has that ball in possession. Keary gets the ball back to Owen McAvoy. Owen McAvoy from the sideline goes for a score from play. Owen McAvoy in towards the goals, but another wide, and I suppose Killimor will be disappointed with these wides, but they're creating the chances and they're getting the space inside now that maybe they weren't getting earlier on. Yeah, it's beginning to open up a small bit, I suppose. They're looking like they're going to get free here, Killimor, no? Kevin Hannay wins the free, and it's going to be a free from way out the field for a foul on Kevin Hannay, even though he had played the ball in towards the full forward line. But there's 8 points between them. We have 12 minutes to go here. And at this stage, Killimor obviously holding the aces, and the fact that they're 8 points up, it looks as if they'll be in the intermediate final again. They've probably shown their experience in this game, sir. Yeah, and holding the aces is Sylane can't really commit a sweeper. There's a huge, they're gone 2-man full forward line, Killimor, so Sylane have committed bodies up the field in order to get scores on the board, and as a result of that, the quality of ball that's from the delivery from the Killimor around the middle third into the 2 lads inside, they're getting loads of joy out of that, and it's difficult for Sylane now. Do they commit a lad back with 8 points down, or do they keep going, try and say they get scores on the board themselves? So they're in a difficult situation at the minute, playing against the breeze in a county semi-final, 8 points down. Here comes Owen McAvoy with the free, looking for point number 11 from the place ball. Owen McAvoy has put that ball high in towards the goals, and he makes no mistake again. And in fairness to him,
the frees he's hitting today, Cyril, have been phenomenal. He's been brilliant with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Have we seen in the club championship to date? I don't think I've seen in club championship to date this year, Niall, where a free taker's hit a 100% record, and he's on course for that at the minute.
Yeah, 1 goal and 15 points to 9 points as Keelan Craven tries to pick the ball up for Sylane. He loses possession though. It's picked up by Shane Tracy. Tracy's on the ball. Tracy's under pressure over there, and wild pull there by Keelan Craven. He gets away with one there. If that was seen, he could be in serious trouble, because that ball goes long in towards the full forward line. Up they go forward. The ball breaks into the path of the sub that come on. He tried to pick it up, and this ball is going to be won by the corner forward over there. Is it? It's going to be a battle for supremacy here. Who's going to come away with this possession? 1 goal and 15 points to 9 points, and it's Sylane who have it with the sub that come on. Mitchell, he goes for score number 23. That's a high ball in towards the goals. It goes wide, but in fairness, that was a very wild pull there, sir.
Yeah. It was, Niall. It was kind of the ball was there about a second before. It was just a very late pull. The Killimor player had cleared his lines. I think it was number 6. Is this Liam Fahey? No, it isn't Liam Fahey.
Number 5, Shane Tracy. I think.
5, Shane Tracy. He cleared his line. He had pushed the ball on with his hand, and a very late challenge by Keelan Craven. He's been booked already. Not too sure the linesman and the referee are going to consult about it, but it was a main enough slash. He's have to give him 2 yellows to someone there.
I think it's Jason Hanrahan, or the Hanrahan, the Killimor mentor, who's not happy with that. But the upshot was the ball went wide for Sylane's 8th wide of the game. That one from Brendan Mitchell, 115 to 9 points. But it's Shane Tracy is the man that's down injured at this stage in the game, with their 8 points now, or 9 points between them. Yeah. It's a big lead at this stage in the game.
Yeah, and it looks like the ref isn't going to deal with it. He's just got away with it. It was late. It was late. He's lucky. That's probably what I'm saying. It's probably a bookable offence all day. It was late. The ball was there, and it was moved on by the wing back for Killimor, Shane Tracy, and he got the brunt of the end of the hurl off Craven.
It's a puck out, and it's a puck out to Killimor, and the puck out will be to the goalkeeper, and that goalkeeper is Sean O'Grady. And Sean O'Grady, with this puck out, he goes long with that ball down the field, but it should be a Sylane ball. It breaks off the Sylane man though into the path of Jack O'Mara. Jack O'Mara tries to flick the ball forward towards Kevin Haney, but Sylane repelled the situation there, and they come away with the ball, and eventually the ball is won by the cornerback Kieran Fleming. He got a great point in the second half. He gets the ball forward again in towards the full forward line, but out comes the team captain Shane Whelan, and he flicks the ball away from the Sylane man over on the far side of the field. There's a number of players battling over there, and Shane Whelan just got the full force there from that. I don't think there was anything untoward in that challenge, but it's going to be a throw-in ball, or the ball go out of the line on the far side of the field. But the team captain for Shane Whelan is the man that's just after picking up that injury.
Yeah, he's in what we see in Shane Whelan is what we see in a Killimor. Hugely committed to everything all day. Attacked that ball 100 mile an hour, and it broke away from him, and he just wanted to push it on, and ended up taking a heavy hit as a result of it. He was turned upside down, and it's going to be because no team was in control of the ball, it's going to be a throw ball. Yeah,
it is going to be a throw ball, and the ball is going to be thrown in by the referee, Derek Kelly. 115 to 9 points. That's 18 points to 9 at this stage. There's 9 points between them, and the ball is going to be won over there by a player from Sylane, and it's Fleming trying to come out from the cornerback position. He's under serious pressure, the man wearing number 4 over there, and the ball is over near the sideline. Has it gone out of the line? It has gone out of the line, and the linesman is giving it what way? He says it's come off the foot of somebody, and it's given towards Killimor, I think, over on the far side of the field.
Yeah, it's Pat Pork doing line over there. He's a former Pearson's man. He's living in Athenry now for a long number of years. So he's just in consultation with Derek Kelly, the referee, and they decided to go the other way. Yeah, they've changed it again, and it's a line ball to Sylane over there. Number 17 for Sylane is down here is Stephen Riley. I'm not quite sure is that Stephen Riley, but he's wearing number 17. Anyway, the Sylane man that has come into the attack, or into the defence for Sylane. We haven't seen who has been taken off. Oren Martin has now been pushed up into the attack as well for Sylane. We're just trying to see who has been taken off the Sylane team. No one has gone off the Sylane team as of yet, so technically they have the 16 men on the field as this sideline is about to be taken. We'll just see who's gone off. Nobody has gone off as of yet. They're trying to get away with 11, 16 on, Niall. I wonder the information didn't go in for someone to come off the field.
Yeah, I think he's coming across here now. But we see Oren Martin has gone into the full forward line as well.
I think it's Paul Ronan being pulled.
The midfielder that's coming off here, Paul Ronan, looks to be for Sylane. But it's a sideline ball over on the far side of the field that Kieran Fleming takes. He tries to go short in towards Cian Higgins, but it goes over the line on the far side of the field. And this time it's a Killimor line ball. As we see Oren Martin going into full forward line for Sylane. I think they'll just try to go route one, I'd say, in this juncture in the game.
Yeah, I suppose they have to try something now. That's what we said. They can't play the sweeper. They're 9 points down in the game. They're just going to have to try and attack it, and they're leaving themselves open a small bit, whether Killimor take advantage of that or not.
That's a good sideline cut. It goes in towards the full forward line. Jack O'Mara tries to win it there, but he's under pressure from the corner back. It breaks out to Kevin Hannay, and Kevin Hannay, quick as a flash, gets that ball in towards the goals, but it's won by the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper is Jake Hogan, and Jake Hogan goes to this side of the field. Killimor have the numbers there though, and it should be won by the Killimor man. It is won by Oisin McDonough. He's impressed as well at corner back for Killimor. He hand passes the ball forward as he gets the ball off to the man wearing number 8. Is it?
Yeah,
it's that ball over the bar. It's Shane Tracy, actually, the man wearing number 5, but that one goes wide. It's just outside the post. 8 wides to 7 at this stage in the game, but it's 1-15 to 9 points. We have 6 minutes left. Killimor about to bring on a sub. Stephen Kelly's about to see action. It's won there again by Jason Broderick. He gets the ball across towards Shane Tracy. Tracy gets the ball further forward to Ronan Egan. Ronan Egan has the runner in Jason Broderick, and Broderick is going forward now for Killimor. Jason Broderick makes a space to go for a score, but this one goes wide as well, and the wides are tallying or mounting now. There are 8 wides apiece in this game as we see the sub about to come on. That's wearing number 19. Stephen Kelly comes into the team for Killimor. And we'll see who's been taken off. I think it's Shane Whelan that might be about to be taken off, is it? They picked up an injury there, of course, a couple of moments ago. He's the team captain, and he comes off the team. But they lead in 1-15 to 9 points.
Possibly a hit to the head. He took a big knock over there on the far side. He's had a brilliant performance today. He gets a round of applause from the Killimor crowd on this side of the field.
The ball is pucked out over to the far side of the field. We have just about 6 minutes to go here in this particular game as the players from both sides battle for possession over there as they try to assume the ascendancy with this particular possession. It's won by the Killimor men, and Killimor come away with possession, try to get the ball forward again, but Sylane have numbers back there, and eventually that ball is pulled on, but eventually it's going to be picked up by is it the sub that's come on, but it's back towards Kevin Hannay. He's trying to pick it up, and again players from both sides try to win possession, and Jason Broderick is on it. He's fouled there, and that's going to be a free. And Jason Broderick, while Owen McAvoy's got 11 points in this game, Jason Broderick has got through a serious amount of work in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and there hasn't been really poor performers from Killimor's part. Like, they're 9 points up, they're 115 on the board, possibly 116 now with a free from Owen McAvoy. They've just been very solid. There's been no major standout performance. We can talk about the quality of free taking Owen McAvoy, but everyone is working hard for each other. They're doing the right thing on the ball. They're committed bodies to the tackle, and they've been very impressive. And if they go on into a county final by the looks of things, they'll be a very hard bet now.
We see another sub on. Anthony Callaghy has come on for the men of Killimor, and I think it's Jack Kelly who's been taken off. It's 115 to 9 points as Owen McAvoy stands over the free looking for point number 12. He got 12 points in the last game as well against Turlockmore. He's got 11 so far today. It's this point number 12, and he puts it high. He makes no mistake, and that's point number 12 from the place ball, and it's 1 goal and 16 points to 9 points. 10 points between them now with that 4 minutes to go here, and Killimor are back in the county intermediate final again as that ball is won by Keelan Craven. Craven is on the ball. Craven gets the ball forward in towards the Cathal Newell at full forward. Cathal Newell tries to win possession. Cathal Newell does win possession. Cathal Newell is going through. There's a goal chance. Cathal Newell shot across the goal is going to break though into the path of a Sylane man. Eventually the chance for Ryan Kane. A shot. A goal by Ryan Kane. A rocket into the back of it. Ryan Kane is the man who puts it in the net. A goal for Sylane, and it's Ryan Kane, who the goalkeeper Sean O'Grady had no chance with that one. 116 to 19.
No, Cathal Newell had done very well. He turned his man. He squared her back around to a danger area. It was grabbed by someone with a quick hand pass to the goal scorer, and he stuck it in the back of net. Was it Alan Cullen that ended up with it? Ryan Kane, great score.
I think it's Ryan Kane that puts it in the net. 116 to 19 is the battle for possession. Now who's going to win this one? Killimor have it again on the far side, and on their own full back line, but it's won by Conor Cunningham. Conor Cunningham for Sylane. He's fouled there surely, and that's going to be a free out and a possible yellow card here, I think, for the Killimor man as well.
Yeah. I think it was actually Keane Higgins that caught it with the opposite hand. So he had switched his hurl over, and he got the hand pass off and loaded it back in the net. It was a great score. Yeah,
it's going to be a yellow card. I think Andrew Keary is the man who picks up the yellow card as well there. And Andrew Keary is the man who picks up the yellow card for his side. 1 goal and 16 points to 1 goal and 9. 7 between them. We have 3 minutes to go to the end of this particular game, and there'll be a couple of minutes injury time, I'm sure, as well. Sylane or Killimor are readying another sub, I think number 22. That's Owen Horan. He'll be about to see action as well as Andrew Cosgrove tries to win possession. It's won by Jason Broderick again, and Jason Broderick, or Colin Madden I should say, wins that ball and clears it down the field. And there's a race for possession here between Adrian Larner and the goal scorer Jack O'Mara for Killimor, and the ball is flicked back towards Jake Hogan, who comes out from the goalkeeping position, and Jake Hogan does well to just clear that ball down the field, looking for Kieran Fleming, who got that point in this half. That ball came off the Killimor man, I think, and it should be a line ball to
he's calling for a throw in.
I think he's calling for a throw in. I know the Killimor men are saying it's their ball, but it looked to come off the hand of the Killimor man.
It's hard to call, Niall, in fairness now. It was 3 bodies going up for it.
It's the throw in, and the ball is thrown in, and it's going to be one, and Sylane have it with Kieran Fleming. Fleming coming away with possession. He gets the ball in towards Owen Martin. There is he going to win it? He's not going to win it because Owen McAvoy is sweeping back there for Killimor, and Owen McAvoy does well. Gets the ball out towards Kevin Hanney in space. Kevin Hanney, good touch by Kevin Hanney. He's on the ball now. Is he going to go for a score? He's not. He's going to go right across the field to Andrew Keary. A beautiful ball into the path of Andrew Keary. He's in front of his man. Keary takes on Cunningham. Gets the ball inside to the subs. Come on, Callaghy. Anthony Callaghy, a shot into the back of the net. Anthony Callaghy puts it in the net. That's Sylane Killimor are most definitely now going to the intermediate hurling final. Anthony Callaghy with the goal, but Andrew Keary has done really well in there, sir, in the full forward. He's won a serious amount of balls since he's gone in there. Laid the ball off, did the right thing into Anthony Callaghy. It's in the net, 2-16 to 1-9.
Yeah, but Hanney was brilliant. Niall, your commentary said, geez, a huge hit there. He'll be sore in the morning.
Both lads got up though, and the ball is won by Jason Broderick, and Jason Broderick gets it in towards Keary again in the full forward line. Keary's out in front of his man Conor Cunningham. Keary has made the space. Keary goes for a score from out the field. Andrew Keary high. Andrew Keary over the bar. Great score by Andrew Keary, and he's deserved it in fairness on his performance today. He's been really sharp. 2-17 to 1-9. Both of them I think are feeling the effects of that one now in fairness. Ronan Egan and Andrew Cosgrove.
Yeah. Huge hit in the middle of the field. You could hear the crunch and the noise from the crowd after it. Both hobbled on and both ended up in down for treatment. But your commentary, Niall, you had said, was Hanney going to take a shot here for the goal chance? No, spotted Carey inside, had drifted off his man, gave a super ball into him, and the awareness of Carey to see another man landed into the square, landed in there just inside the 21, gave a hand pass across, took it to the back of the net. A super team goal by Killimor, and that sends them to a county final, we think.
Yeah, Kevin Hanney's been taken off, but he's played well. It's won by Ryan Kane, the goal scorer for Sylane, but back there for Sylane is Jack O'Mara, and Jack O'Mara clears the ball down the field, or for Killimor I should say, and that ball is launched in towards the full forward line, looking for Warren Martin or Colin Newland there. The ball breaks though into the path of Shane Tracy. Shane Tracy trying to come away with the ball. He flicks the ball out towards the sub that came on, Stephen Kelly, and Stephen Kelly gets his side on the attack and in towards that full forward line. Owen Horton is out in front of his man. Owen Horton tries to win possession. I think he got a vital goal last year against Mila Clearcourt in the semi-final, but eventually that ball is cleared down the field, and it should be Keane Higgins' ball, but he's under pressure over there. No free given there, and eventually Shane Tracy comes away with the ball for Killimor. Shane Tracy under pressure gets the ball in towards the central of the attack, and it's won by Ronan Egan, and quick as a flash Ronan Egan goes for a score, but this one goes wide, and it's wide, number 9. But the Killimor men won't worry about that now. They were into the additional time. It's 2-17 to 1-9. There's 11 points between them as the quick puck out is taken to Adrian Lardner, and Lardner goes along with that one, but it's going to be won by Ryan Kane, is it? It's not. It's going to be won by Jason Broderick, and Jason Broderick first times that ball in towards Andrew Keary. Keary has the ball. Keary takes on his man. He tries to come inside Conor Cunningham. Andrew Keary bearing down on goal. Keary shot in towards the goal. That's saved by the goalkeeper, but he's just been fouled. But Andrew Keary has caused serious difficulty in there in that second half. He's been really impressive, and I'd say this will be a tap over point again. There's a Killimor man down injured as well, out in the middle of the field. I didn't see what happened there, but it's a free in and a chance here now for the men of Killimor to put this over the bar.
Still plenty of hits going in. I suppose you'd have to reward the Killimor bench as well, and the Killimor management, Niall, for the way they set up in the second half. It was totally different to the first half. I think putting Colin Madden, which I thought he was very busy inside, I was expecting him to be very busy in this corner here in the second half. No, they emptied him out as a third man midfielder, put Carey inside. He had a huge influence in the game. Himself and the goal scorer Jack O'Mara have caused major trouble in there. He goes low.
He went for low with that one, and his perfect record is gone because Jay Cogan blocked it.
21 to do it.
Yeah, he went for the 20-metre free, but I probably showed his confidence though as they're bringing on another sub here, and it's Ronan Porter who's about to come on. But Killimor have put up serious scores in this championship. We've seen it all through. The last day against Turlockmore, they put up a massive score. I think it was 5-30. They put up 4-20 something, I think, against Abbey Knockmoy, and and I think did they get 4 goals in the last 5 minutes or something against Turlock, which was huge as well. And they've got a goal and 4 points or 5 points to a point in the last closing stages there. Yeah. So they're finishing games really strong. They're a very fit team, and they're putting up big scores. Yeah,
McAvoy just gone off the field now. He's getting a round of applause. He's had a massive day as a 12 or 13 points from frees. Went for a goal, and that last one was an effort, and if he popped it over the bar, as you say, he does 100% record.
Alan Madden is the man who comes on for him, and the ball breaks through towards Sean O'Grady, the goalkeeper, and Sean O'Grady looks upfield, and Sean O'Grady picks out a lovely ball by Sean O'Grady out towards Madden, who's just come on. Alan Madden now wearing number 20, trying to go forward for his side. He hand passes the ball forward towards Ronan Porter. Ronan Porter though loses possession under pressure there, as eventually Sylane have it, and it's taken away by Keelan Craven, and Keelan Craven launches Sylane on the attack in, looking for Oran Martin in there, but Oran Martin's touch lets him down, and Ryan Kane tries to pick it up, and eventually it's Killimor who come away with possession, and that ball is cleared down the field over to the far side of the field. That's a free, is it? It is a free over there, and that's going to be a free to Killimor. We have 33 minutes played. The time is up. Killimor are going to be in the final, and they have been the form team in many ways in the championship so far. They have put big wins. They have been fairly comfortable in all their games so far in this year's championship, and they're in the final on merit, must be said, and unfortunate last year, but they're back in the final again.
Yeah, and they've came today and answered a huge test. It was a kind of an uncomfortable position for them to come in as huge favourites, everyone tipping them to win today. Came to a semi-final and they've gone about their business very well. They've been very composed on the ball, they've worked very hard. There's been no huge standout performer with them, but a number of key players at different times, and they were a well-balanced side and they've been impressive, and they'll be hard betting a county final.
Owen Horan will take the free for his side. He's after coming on, he's going for a score straight away. Owen Horan puts that ball high, but he puts it wide, and that's wide number 10. But the time is up here. It's 2:17 to 19. 4 minutes of addition time have almost been played. A quick book out by the Sylane man to Adrian Narner, and Adrian Narner goes long with that ball as they try to force a goal here late in the game. It's won by Oran Martin. He's going to tap the ball over the Barsey. Oran Martin goes for a score, but it just goes to the wrong side of the post, and that's wide number 9 for Sylane. 2:17 to 19. There's 11 between them. The 4 minutes additional time have been played as the goalkeeper, the Raha Newcastle team, are ready just to burst out the gates for their semi-final as that ball is launched long by the goalkeeper Sean O'Grady. He goes very long. It's going to be won though by a Killimor man back there, and Killimor come on the attack again. They lead, as I said, by 11 points. This is Callaghy again. Is going for point number 12. With them 12 up, it's high, it's in over the bar. It's over the bar by number 21. That's Anthony Callaghy. He's got a goal and a point since come on. He's a good player, and he puts that ball over the bar. And with that, the referee has blown the full time whistle. It's a double scores victory in the end for Killimor over Sylane. Killimor 2 goals and 18 points. Sylane 1 goal and 9 points. And in fairness to Killimor, they were the better team and they're deserving of their place in the county finals here.
Free take a masterclass, and from a well-balanced side, a well-drilled side, and they'll be very hard betting a county final. They'll be delighted. The only thing that they probably might need to worry about is Ushie McDonough went off there later on with an injury. They'll be trying to 2 cornerbacks. Shane Whelan took a knock as well. So if they can just sort themselves out with a few little injuries or the few little knocks they take, and they'd want to be at full strength for a county final.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Raho Newcastle team. They're not being allowed out. They're not being allowed out for the moment until the teams come off here, and there's the stewards trying to keep them off the pitch. It probably shows the intent that they have coming in. But
yes, and I suppose they don't want to be hanging around the rest of them. They want to get out, and it's a fine day. They want to get into their warm-up straight away, but they're being held back. They want the pitch to clear, and there's no sign of a gate to open with 30 Rahoon lads waiting to bush in.
And a couple of Turlock lads with them. As this it's got to be taken here. I think Paul Doolittle and Darren O'Shaughnessy I'm referring to today. But in the end, this is a win for Killimor over Sylane in the first of the intermediate hurling semi-finals. Cyril, I mentioned the masterclass of frees by Owen McAvoy. He scored 12. Their goals came in either half from Jack O'Mara and Anthony Callaghy, while for Sylane, their goal came in the second half by Ryan Kane. Keelan Craven, he got 5 points for them. But in the end, it's Killimor who are in the final. Killimor 2 goals and 18 points. Sylane 1 goal and 9.